Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear student, today we discuss the topic shape of molecule from chapter 4 structure of molecule. Shapes of molecule. Arrangement of atoms in molecule form the shape of molecule. Molecular shape influence its boiling point, melting point and interaction with other molecule. The shape of molecule either polar or non-polar, how they interact with the atom that are present in a molecule, they influence the boiling point, melting point and the bond between the atoms that are present and make a molecule. To determine the shape of molecules, we follow some rules. First, draw Lewis structure of molecule. Count the number of electron pair of a central atom and determine the basic geometry of molecule. Now, dear student, there is a table for you that help you to determine the shape of molecule as well as its geometry and its nature. Generally, the molecule is neutral. It has equal number of proton and equal number of electron. However, when there is uneven distribution of a charge, then it make one side become partial positive and the other become partial negative. And due to this uneven distributions of electron, it make the molecule polar. And if there is no undistributions of electron, then the molecule is non-polar. So let's see, if the central atom has one or two bond pair and no lone pair, then the structure become linear and the molecule nature is non-polar. Example are carbon dioxide and hydrogen molecule. We will further describe these examples. If the central atom has two bond pair, two lone pair, then it is angular or bent and the molecule is polar. For example, water and sulfur dioxide. If the bond pair are 3, no lone pair, geometry is trigonal planar and the nature is non-polar. Boron trichloride and boron trifluoride are the example. If bond pair are 3, lone pair is 1, trigonal pyramidal, geometrical shape and nature wise it is polar. Ammonia is a common example. If bond pair are 4, no lone pair, tetrahedral, non-polar molecule, methane and carbon tetrachloride are the example. If bond pair are 5, no lone pair, trigonal, bipyramidal, phosphine and FeCO5, iron, cobalt. If the bond pair are 6, no lone pair, octahedral is the structure, MoCO6 are the example. Now, with the help of this table, we determine the shape of molecule of a carbon dioxide. According to the rule, first we draw the Lewis structure for the molecule. As you seen that carbon belongs to the group 4, so it has 4 valence electron. Oxygen belongs to group 6, so it has 6 electron in its valence shell. Carbon need 4 to become stable and each oxygen need 2 electron to become stable. So they make a covalent bond with each other, and in this structure you see that there are 2 bond pair of a central atom carbon are present. So according to the table, its structure is linear and it is non-polar. Now ammonia. Nitrogen belongs to group 5th. It has 5 valence electron. It need 3, so it make 3 covalent bond with hydrogen molecule and it has one lone pair of electron. So according to the table, it is trigonal pyramidal and its structure is polar molecule. Why? There is a lone pair of electron present, and this lone pair of electron, here the electron density is more as compared to these 3 hydrogen. So this end of a nitrogen become partial negative charge. Therefore, this molecule is polar molecule. Now boron trichloride. First, we draw the Lewis structure. Boron has 3 electrons in its valence shell. It makes 3 covalent bonds with the boron. The covalent bonds are, you see, in a red circle. It makes a trigonal panel structure of a molecule. It is a nonpolar molecule because each chlorine and boron are equally shared electron with each other. No side is present in this molecule where we see the unequal distribution of an electron. So it is a nonpolar molecule. Now we move forward. Carbon tetrachloride. First we draw the Lewis structure. Carbon make 4 single covalent bond with the 4 chlorine atom. It make a tetrahedral structure of the molecules, and according to the table, if there is 4 bond pair and no lone pair, structure is tetrahedral and it is nonpolar molecule. And you see that there is the bond between the carbon and chlorine. Each chlorine are equally distributed these valence electron of the carbon. There is no chlorine atom in these out of these 4 where we seen that it is more electron density are present, or therefore it is a nonpolar molecule. However, if we put any other electronegative element as compared to the chlorine, which is more electronegative, for example fluorine, then fluorine and is more electronegative as compared to the chlorine, then it is not called as a nonpolar molecule. In that condition it becomes to a polar molecule. So the polarity of a molecule depend upon the uneven distributions of an electron if they are present in a structure of molecule. Generally those molecules are polar which have unsymmetrical shape, and those molecules which have a symmetrical shape are non-polar. Now dear student, there is quiz for you. Draw and write down the shapes of molecule in the following table. This is the end of a topic. Allah Hafiz.